Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're going to be taking you through the errata for Frosthaven. This is all officially released errata for the first printing, which is the only printing currently in existence. Just wanted to take a quick break from my instructional series because there's some pretty important stuff in here. There's one potentially game-breaking one that you need to know about, and the rest of them are pretty significant, and there's a few that really probably are just balance issues, but still they are officially put out by Cephalofair. So we'll get into those. Now, before we do, I want to mention our sponsor, StoneValleyGames.com. This is your friendly, distant game store run by Eric and Wendy. They have a fantastic selection of games over there. They've got fantastic programs over there as well. Go check them out. If you are a return customer, they have a loyalty program. If you are in the U.S. military and you're stationed overseas with an AA, AP, or AE address, they will ship to you for free. If you are in the continental United States and you order $100 or more from them, they'll ship to you for free. So much great stuff going on over there. Go check them out. The new hotness, the old classics, the old hotness, the new classics, all that stuff's over there. Go check them out, StoneValleyGames.com. There's a link in the description below. Okay, so all 6 of these envelopes have some issues. Now, one of them, though, first and foremost, is 81. Now, I don't know exactly why this is game breaking because I haven't opened any of these. What I've done is I've written on the back what needs to change, but I've heard this is the most important one that needs to be addressed for sure. And essentially what's in here, there's a deck of cards in here apparently, and they are in the reverse order. The card that has, and you can see the errata did not spell out exactly what this is because that in itself could be a spoiler. But the card that has T blank of W blank, that should be the first drawn card. So right now it's on the bottom of the deck. Instead, it should be on the top. And so you need to reverse the entire order of the deck so that this card is at the top, face down. But when you draw it, that would be the first one. And everything else would then, again, be in the opposite order that it's currently in. So keep that in mind for envelope 81. Now, envelope 24, there's an error that all the rest of these, by the way, are sticker errors. It should be sticker number 10. The errata just says envelope 24 should list sticker number 10. And then number 37 should list number 11 and 13. Envelope 44 should list stickers number 12 and 14. Envelope 85 should list sticker number 15. And envelope 90 should list stickers number 1, 5, 8, and 9. All right, so now we're going to look at these 2 Town Guard cards. These are Town Guard cards 1451 and 1452. They say +1 material resource. They should be +2 material resource instead. Keep in mind, though, there are 1449 and 1450 that are correctly labeled as -20 +1 material resource. So don't change them, just change the 2 that I mentioned, 1451 and 1452. All right, so the next one deals with Winter Road Event number 47. So if you don't want any spoilers at all, be sure to skip this chunk of the video here. So here we go. So Winter Road Event number 47 right here. On the back, you can see that where it says here for the A section, remove event SR49 from the Winter Road deck, it should be Summer Road deck. And then down here, remove event, it originally said WR47, that should be SR49. From the Winter Road deck, it should be Summer Road deck. Next up, we've got one of the Chaos Demon cards here. Chilling Breath. The retaliate symbol was missing its value. That should be retaliate 2 is what I had to write in there. So retaliate 2 right there is the only change you got to make for this one. The next one is for the Savas Ice Storm. We've got Frozen Shell, and you can see that it has earth consumption here. That should actually be ice consumption. So however you want to mark that, that earth right there should be ice. Next up, we've got the level 0 Wind Demon. The movement, instead of 4, it should be 3. The Errata goes on to say that some of the scenario requirements on these flowcharts don't match what's in the scenario book. In all cases, if you see a discrepancy between this and the scenario book is correct and should be followed. All right, next up we'll be looking at some of the stuff in the scenario book and section book, so just keep that in mind. There will be some spoilers on the screen. Scenario 37 leads you to section 70.1, which is where you'll find the treasure chest for that scenario. This treasure chest is listed as number 61. It should actually be number 56. Scenario 70 lists 2 random items for the loot deck, but that should be only 1. On page 23, this tile right here, this map tile, is listed as 11A, I believe is what that was, but it should be 11C. Scenario 104, right here, it mentions an Ice Wraith. That should be a Savas Ice Storm. Scenario 130, this is listed as a Strike Fiend, but it has a Night Demon as the picture. Strike Fiend is the correct monster. Section book 14.2. This is an Ice Wraith picture, but it should actually be a Frost Demon. 111.2. This right here is a Lurker Soldier, but it should actually be a Lurker Claw Crusher. 154.1. This right here has the picture of a Black Imp, but it should be a Forest Imp. Now we're going to take a look at one page in the solo scenarios. Page 13, under Special Rules, it says the Elite Algot's Snow Speaker. It should be Ice Speaker. All right, now in the rulebook on page 33, it refers to Recover as a targeted ability, but it is not a targeted ability. Both of the render boss cards refer to totems, but they should be called carvings instead. That's both sides for both cards. In the puzzle book, I'm not going to open up at all, but on page 26, there is an extraneous dot on the letter to the lowest left. That's not a clue. I would recommend when you do finally open this book up and get to that particular puzzle, just look up the Errata, which, by the way, there's a link in the description below, and you'll be able to reread that and see exactly what it is it's talking about. And then item 49, there's 2 of them, the Cruel Dagger. There should be a spent symbol, so you have to exhaust it whenever you use it. And that is all of the currently known Errata for Frosthaven. This is the official FAQ. You can find this over on Board Game Geek. A quick Google search will get you there, of course, but just check the link in the description below to get you over there even quicker. This was put together by a BGG user who is affiliated with Cephalofair, but my understanding, I believe from reading through here, is he's not actually employed by them or anything like that. I believe he was a playtester. So, yeah, in fact, right here, not a Cephalofair employee or contractor, just a nerd who is completely spoiled on just about all of Frosthaven content already and loves making helpful lists for other players. This has been incredibly helpful. All I did, I just went through the errata and errors, right? Typos, stuff like that. So there is a very extensive FAQ, which, as I play through, let's see. Once we get down into, they have scenario-specific questions, and you see it's blank here. That's because it's actually has the spoiler tags turned on Board Game Geek. So he's very careful with spoilers. So be sure, if you have any questions at all, don't be afraid of getting spoiled. Just go over there, check it out. The classes are all listed with questions specific about them, even the ones that are locked, because you'll see as we get down here, we've got the Astral, the Meteor, Shards, all these different classes with questions answered about them. So go check it out if you have any questions at all. It's very extensive, very well put together. But that is the errata for Frosthaven so far. Be sure to come back and check out the rest of my instructional series as I put that together. So we've got the instructional series for Frosthaven still coming. That's all scripted, but I got to film it. I am currently scripting Aeon Trespass Odyssey instructional series. That's going to be another 6-parter, 2 big ones. And then we've got How to Play Perdition's Mouth, the final part of that instructional series coming soon, part 3. And we've got How to Play Keystone North America coming soon. All of that great stuff. And until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.